Hi friends, so my name is Tarek and this is today my first video on MS Excel. So what happened is these days there's a lot of requirement for MS Excel. MS Excel does not it's not user friendly as well as it's helpful for any organization and any company, any single entrepreneur, and it helps a lot when we talk about the data visualization, analyzing data mining, and all that stuff that is done for the regarding the database. So I have come up with a few basics today. This is the first video, so I'm gonna show you some basics today, and then we'll talk about the formulas, the tools of the Excel. So let's get started with the beginning. So when we talk about this started in 1989. So MX Excel was in kind of a graph the character user interface when it was launched early in 1989. So what happened was we had to write in the DOS character user interface. So in that point of time it was used to calculate, but it was not that good in the visualization, that good in the and all the stuff that was not there at the point of time. So that was launched in 1989, and later on 1992, it turned into the graphical user interface that we are using these days. So that is also called the GUI, graphical user interface. So let me clear the both of things. You must have used the or seen the disk operating system, the DOS format. Like you have to write the code in the black screen or any other color in the blue screen. So that was the character user interface. We do not have the pointer. We do not have the graphics and all that stuff on the screen. So we have a simple characters on the screen. So that's why it's called the character user interface. When in 92, the graphical user interface came into the picture, then Microsoft Excel also converted into this in 1992. So what happened then? The Microsoft Excel also launched so many programs. The Microsoft also had a lot of programs like the MS Word, nice Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, MS Outlook, MS Project, etc. So there are a lot of functions. There's a lot of programs that Microsoft Excel provided. So these are the new programs that we had. Microsoft Word in the early stages, the Microsoft Excel, the Microsoft PowerPoint. We had these three software programs. So let's talk about the latest. We had these days we have been using the Office 365, which is the latest version of the Microsoft Excel. Okay, so let's moving on to the format we have in the Microsoft Excel, the format in which we can save the file. So we have first the normal Excel format, and I'll show you the extension of normal Excel as well. So early stages it was used to be .xls. The one we have now, we have .xlxs. So this is the new format, and it saves it takes approx 12.6 kilobytes, or you can say 12,926 bytes it takes to save. This is the normal format that generally Microsoft Excel provides. So the next format we can save a file into is the macro file. So it is the extension of the macro file is xlsm is the earlier it was at xls.xls. Now we have xlsm. So this is the macro enabled format, which is also very useful when we have a macro in our file that automate in the entire the data. So you do not need to do anything. All you need to do is to just to click on the one button or just to give a shortcut command and it will work for you. So this is the macro enabled file format. Now we have the binary file. You have a lot of data available, and you have you just want to reduce the size of the file, so you can go for the binary format. So the extension of the binary format is .xlsxlb was the earlier. Now it has to become to xlsb. So you can save xlsb format as well. So you don't need to do anything. All you need to just go to the save or save as option to change this format, and you have to go to the this format, I mean the save as type. So when you go to the save as type, you have options like you can so normal the .xlsx. The normal format is here. The macro enable that .xlsm is here. The binary format is this. So you can check, you can click, you can select your own format you want it to. Okay, so so this is the binary format that takes approx 11.7 kilobytes, or you can say that takes approx 12,018 bytes when we save it. Alright, so we have discussed all this thing, but we did not discuss what is the Excel. So let me give you the the MS Office programs we have, which was provided by the Microsoft Excel. So that is also called the MS Office. So in MS Office we have MS Word, we have MS Excel, we have MS PowerPoint, we have MS Access, we have MS Access, we have MS Outlook, we have MS Projector, and many more. Projector, okay, and a lot of program we have, but we will talk about this one, MS Excel. Right? So we discussed the MS Excel, but we did not discuss what MS Excel is. So MS Excel is nothing, it's just the most powerful software program developed by the Microsoft, which is used for data integration, data mining, data visualization, data analysis. So let me give you the definition as well. So MS Excel is the most powerful program developed by the Microsoft, okay, and it is used to develop, it is used for data analysis, data visualization, data mining, data cleansing, and etc. Okay, so this is something we discussed. So we have a so many formats to save our file in MS Excel. We have so when we talk about Excel, so we comes to, and we see that we have a lot of things to check when we open the file. We have so many grids. We have a grid lines like this. You can see the grid lines over here, so you can enable or disable it as well. From you can go to the view, go to the click the grid lines, and you will see that are not here, that have gone away. So I'm not going doing this, I'm just clicking on the grid lines. Okay, so okay, so let me tell you what exactly is this. This is all the entire area we are looking at is the workbook. Workbook has in earlier time, when we had 2003, 2007 Excel, 2010, we used to have in fact in 2013 as well, we used to have three sheets available in a worksheet by default in a workbook. Okay, I'm sorry. So workbook is nothing. This is something called a workbook. Workbook is nothing, is the collection of the sheets. So we have we used to have the three sheets by default in the workbook. Three worksheets. The collection of sheets. So we used to have three sheets. Now we have one sheet by default. We can add or delete by clicking on this plus button. Alright. Alright, so let's go to this. And when we talk about the sheet, what is sheet now? We have seen that the sheet is nothing that you can see here. This is one sheet. This is second. This one is third. So these are the sheets we have. Okay. Alright, so sheet is the collection of ranges, if I'm not wrong. What is ranges now we talk about? So let me show you the ranges as well. Ranges, what is range? Range can be anything from horizontally or vertically. So this is the collection of the cells. You can see that the pointer, you can see this is the one pointer. And here we have selected. So when we click on the screen of the Excel, we select the we have a cursor. This is something called cursor. So cursor is in one single cell, and this is the multiple, the collection of the cell we have. This is the range. This is from B2 to B11. This is also the range. Okay, so the range is nothing but is the collection of the cells. And what is cells now? Okay, what is the row? And so we have a row as well. We have a row as well. So what is row? So row is the horizontal sequence of cells. Let me show you that. What is it? So the thing which I have already selected from this to this is called row. And in the same way, we have column. What is column? So so vice versa of the row, we have vertical. sequence of cells called columns. This is something called columns. Okay, so this is Microsoft Excel basics, and I'll come to you in the next video of talking about more things. That's it. Thank you very much.